Hi, I'm Josh, and today I'm going to show you how to assemble your WindFall Stand for iPad Pro. Your kit will include a WindFall Stand for iPad Pro, 4 screw caps, 4 friction feet, 4 sliding feet, a WindFall Stand assembly tool, a pivot table assembly tool, a Kensington ClickSafe anchor, a pivot table assembly screw, a pivot table head, pivot table, a single-sided adhesive disc, and a double-sided adhesive disc. You'll also need to supply your own iPad Pro. First thing you'll need to do is decide how you want your WindFall Stand for iPad Pro to sit on your countertop. We have 3 options. We can use the sliding feet, which allow your stand to slide smoothly across the countertop. We can use the friction feet, which are a bit grippy and don't allow for much movement. Or we can use the pivot table, which allows us to pivot and swivel our stand on the countertop. We have the option of using a Kensington ClickSafe cable to secure our stand, or use the double-sided adhesive disc to adhere it to our countertop. To use either sets of feet, simply remove the adhesive backing and apply it to the 4 corners of the bottom of the stand. Today I'm going to show you how to install your pivot table. The first step in installing our pivot table is to choose which adhesive disc we'd like to use. The double-sided adhesive disc features 2 sides of adhesive so that we can adhere our stand to the top of our countertop. The single-sided adhesive disc features 1 side of adhesive and 1 side of foam so that we can move our stand freely around the countertop. Once we've chosen which adhesive disc we'd like to use, we're going to take the pivot table, remove the adhesive backing, and apply it to the bottom of the pivot table. With the adhesive disc on our pivot table, we're then going to take our stand and place it on top of the pivot table, making sure the pivot table comes through the center hole in the base. Then we're going to take the pivot table head and place it on top. We're going to take the pivot table assembly screw and the Kensington ClickSafe anchor mount, run the screw through the anchor mount, and use the anchor mount to secure the pivot table together. We can get the screw started with our thumbs like this. Then we can take our pivot table assembly tool and finish the job. The next step is to insert the iPad Pro into our stand. We're going to take the WindFall Stand assembly tool and completely remove the top 2 screws in each of our brackets. Next, we're going to gently loosen the bottom 2 screws in the brackets. Then you're going to take your iPad Pro and slide it in gently between the brackets. Holding the tablet up to the bezel, we're going to take our WindFall Stand assembly tool and tighten the bottom screws. Then we're going to reinstall the top security screws. For the finishing touch, we're going to take each of the 4 screw caps and cover up any exposed hardware in the back like this. And that's how you assemble your WindFall Stand for iPad Pro. If you have any questions, email us at service@hecklerdesign.com. Thanks for watching.